Well, welcome to the National Real Estate Cafe during the quarantine and COVID-19. And you can tell the quarantine because I can't get a haircut and I'm wearing a hat every day.
How hard is it to cut your hair, Gino? Really?
It's, it's just a matter of time, Don. It's unbelievable. But under this situation, instead of working less, we've been working more. I put a 16-hour day in yesterday, no time for a haircut. And ultimately, it's not that important because I don't have to go see anybody in person.
Well, part of it's probably the same distraction you guys are having, and that's why we're going to give you these reports. Yesterday, we reported on where home prices are going. Again, it's a little delayed report, and today we're going to talk about mortgage performance and why we feel that it's not going to be like the mortgage meltdown because there's a lot of factors that went into that, and we had the lowest levels of derogatories and foreclosures ever. So even if it quadrupled, which is potential, it's not that bad, right, Gino?
Yeah, so I mean, here's one of the things. We've had a government that acted swiftly, a little recklessly because it was acted so swiftly. They didn't think everything through, so we're dealing with some of those problems today. But I think it was, ready, fire, aim. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, we've been
So
dealing with that
we're looking at
in our industry.
yeah, so that's why I have to put in 16-hour days because I'm trying to aim for them now. Trying to figure out how to with the created this forbearance crisis that they've created.
And just disseminating through all the information. I'm sure, like us, you have information overload, and that's what we're trying to disseminate for you where we're at. So this is a report, CoreLogic. Again, we love CoreLogic. We feel that they're some of the best reports. And this is a report on where we're at, just to show you where we're at initially and why it was such a good range to start from, at least, is that we're at 50-year lows. Regarding no, actually they're worried about unemployment was at 50-year lows, and so was, of course, foreclosures. And here, look at some of these numbers, and this is recent numbers, but that's going to change obviously with the COVID-19 crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality here is that we're looking at delinquencies, and so the question now is going to be, how do we count these delinquencies? CoreLogic's been doing this for an awfully long time. Are we going to count forbearance requests into these delinquency numbers? I think you have to in order to make it accurate, but I don't know if you track it in the same manner. So they may have to be keeping this set of books, which is the traditional set of books, alongside with a new set of books that talk about how many people applied for temporary forbearance. It's a really interesting thing that we're going through. Remember that a forbearance is not truly a default. It is right now things are, I'm dealing with a lot of, it's a modification. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of modifications through this. The idea is that if we forbear the country and we modify the country, it's better than foreclosing the country. And I think that's
we'll show you some other, in a couple of days, we'll show you why regarding equity positions, why it's not going to be the issue we had back in 2008. I mean, but look at these low levels. I mean, February last year, we were 4% delinquency levels, lowered all the way 3.6 this year. So it's even lower. So it's been trending lower. We're going to show you that. And foreclosures was at 0.4%. So we can show you some of the loan.
Not even. That's amazing. Not even 1% of the nation in foreclosure, Don. That's the lowest number in history.
Right. I mean, look at the trend. The trends have been lower, 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 lower. People have equity. People have had jobs. So that's going to affect things. But like Gino said, this could be temporary and not run into foreclosures. And people have such amount of equity that will show you an average $177,000 in equity on average, that they're not going to walk from their homes. They're going to figure it out. And the banks are going to want to figure it out.
So mortgage forbearance is at its own inception is a 3-month original forbearance, and some did a 6-month original forbearance, but they can also extend all the way to 12 months. So the question is, can we get unemployment under control within 12 months? And then if we can't, does the government ask for an additional forbearance extension to continue the forbearance extension until the country gets back on its feet? So looking at these slides and looking at these things is very difficult for us to project the future because government intervention is guaranteed.
Right. I mean, when you saw here, seriously delinquent states, and none of them were increasing. All of them decreased except for Montana or North Dakota. That was basically no change. And look at all these basically seriously delinquent. metropolitan areas, you see that we really don't have any increases. So everybody wanted to pay their mortgage. That's a good sign. Everybody's figuring out how to keep their home. They want to keep their home. So
Yeah,
it's a
if
good
we didn't
time.
have a COVID situation, Don, we would be talking right now about the safest, lowest foreclosure and safest real estate market we've ever seen in our lifetimes. That's exactly what this show would be about if we didn't have the COVID situation. And I expect that with government intervention, we continue to see real estate as a safe investment. And as you and I discuss quite often, we believe that real estate will lead us out of this.
All right, and we're going to show you more. Tomorrow, we're going to the three-part CoreLogic report series. So tomorrow, we're going to show you indicators of where the market's going. And, oh, is there a slowdown? You're going to have to find out tomorrow. And you can find out more by going to donandgino.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or get these sent right to your phone by texting NREC to the number 58885. Thanks for tuning in.
Catch you tomorrow.